All right. Do you hear me, Dan?
I do.
All right, fantastic. What is going on, everybody? This is going to be fun. Basically, does it look okay, Bree? I know you don't usually like the border on the top and the bottom, but I think it looks pretty good because it says on the bottom left corner inside of colostomy bags. Inside of you, colostomy bags. All right. So, basically, I'd like to introduce everybody into the mind of Dan Clark. Now, Dan Clark has been an outstanding individual. This guy has, if you follow my vape channel, you probably know who he is. Absolutely. What's wrong? Why is he vertical? Because the way he's got his camera set up. Oh, okay. Is it okay? Would you rather it look
Can we
like
turn it?
this? Hold on. He could.
I
No,
can
you
turn the
don't.
camera if you like.
No, I think it looks fine. You don't. I don't know why
Okay.
it needs to be wider. It looks
Okay.
fine. So anyway,
Okay,
Dan
okay.
Clark is a good individual. He's got a very good sense of humor, and we were talking a little bit on Twitch this morning in regards to something that he has that I did not know that he did. Um, so we're going to go over this. This is going to be fun. Now, there may be some educational things. I feel like I have to get a drink of some type of alcohol because this. Yeah, you know what, Bree? Do I have any Smirnoff ices or anything? Because I'm going to need something for this. So this is kind of a little thing that I'm going to do. So I'm going to add that. This is moonshine. Don't give me that.
Jesus Christ.
I'll drink a buzz ball. Do we have like a regular drink? Yeah, like one of those. What is it? That's a cream soda? Okay, that'll work. There you go. Thank you very much. Okay, so Dan, let's talk about it, brother.
Yes.
It's
Okay.
in the title, inside of the colostomy bag. Now,
Yep.
there's a
As
lot of
grim as it
questions.
sounds.
Yeah, no, it sounds crazy. It sounds crazy. Actually, let me change this real quick. Change the microphone. Yeah, that should be good. Okay, so the first question I have for you is
Yep.
first off, what caused you to need a colostomy bag?
Crohn's disease, basically.
Okay.
Um, well, that was the start of it. Well, that's what kicked everything off. So obviously, with Crohn's disease, you, it's just horrible.
Right.
But if once I got diagnosed with that about 10 years later, I started getting these what they call perianal fistulas,
Okay.
like basically like abscesses where you got the tract running through from inside.
Okay.
So, and I had to have 5 surgeries done because they kept on misdiagnosing it.
Wow.
So once I finally got right diagnosed the right time, I had to have both my rectal muscles severed in half. So basically, that left me completely incontinent. So I
Wait.
couldn't I couldn't leave the house.
Wait.
It's
So
a
how
nightmare.
how long? Okay. So how
Trying
long
to
did
think
you
how long
go
ago it was.
before you actually got the surgery to
What's
seal?
have the colostomy done?
Right.
Uh, 4, 5. I don't know how long it's been now. 5 years, maybe.
So you've been
I
living
think
with a
5 years.
okay. So you've been living with a colostomy bag for 5 years.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask some silly questions, and I'm going to ask some real
Yeah.
questions. Now
Sure.
you know how I am. I'm straight up.
Yeah. I don't mind. Go for
Yeah, I mean the
it.
questions are questionable. But so the colostomy bag, what happens? What happens if you don't have it attached? That's the first question. I know you're probably going to say it just shits. It just poops.
Basically, yeah, it just makes a hell of a mess.
So do you?
You need to
So
redecorate the house. So yeah, shit will be
okay.
flying off the walls and
So you have no
not good.
control of whether or
No,
not you poop. It just goes.
nope, nope, just goes.
Hmm. So
Yeah,
is there ever a feeling of constipation?
yeah, yeah. Actually, sometimes yes.
Really?
Yeah.
But
Oh
but
yeah.
so is it weird
Yeah.
not sitting on the toilet bowl anymore? Because all you do is stand.
The weird thing is, you still get the feeling like you need to sit down on the toilet.
Really?
It's really, yeah, it's really strange.
So
Like, it's just weird. It's really, yeah.
okay. All right. So does the muscles that are in your rectum, do they still work anymore?
Sort of. But see, this is going to sound really gross, but you're just going to bear with me.
It doesn't matter how
Where
gross.
they
It's
sealed
all
it,
educational.
no?
Fine. No, it's fine.
All right, okay, right.
Poop it up.
Where they kind of sealed it on the inside, they left like, I'm trying to think what my surgeon said. I think she said like 10 inches of intestine left in there.
Okay.
So, and because I'm always getting the feeling like I need to go to the toilet, I pass a lot of mucus.
Mm.
It's gross. I hope you're not eating
You
or
pass
anybody that's
mucus.
watching, but
You pass mucus through your
yeah,
rectum,
yep,
but you can't
yep.
poop through it.
Nope. Completely
And
sealed up that way.
can anything go into it?
It can, but not by choice.
Okay. So technically, there would be no way for you to actually shit through your asshole anymore.
Nah, no
Okay.
way.
Now,
Not without having it reversed.
there is no way of having it reversed. So once you is
I,
that in
I,
all?
I can.
Oh, you
I
can.
can. Yeah, but I don't want to.
Okay. So
No.
all right. So going back to the toilet bowl situation, do you ever miss sitting on the toilet bowl and playing a game, or maybe reading a magazine or a shampoo bottle? Like, is that?
Oh, I still do that.
Oh, you still do it. You just
I
sit
still
there and
do.
just do
Yeah,
nothing.
yeah,
So
pretty well.
instead of a
Past mucus, so
sofa
just wait for that.
or a
Yeah,
chair, you just kind of sit on the toilet
yeah,
bowl and just chill. Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Good
Uh,
hour or so. I'm quite happy.
so when you have the colostomy bag, I'm just trying to picture somebody that doesn't have to shit, that just sits on the toilet bowl, but then everybody who like reads or plays games, they all sit on a toilet bowl after they're done shitting because they're
Yeah,
playing the game. So there's really
yeah,
no
exactly.
difference there. Um,
Nah.
so when okay, so the bags, right? The bags themselves.
Yep.
Do you buy like one a month and just recycle that bag,
No.
or do you
No,
buy
no,
like a
no.
box of bags?
What I do is because obviously I'm on the NHS, I don't have to pay for anything.
Right.
Everyone that's got a stoma in the UK gets their prescription for free. So I wonder if I can get my. I have to carry like a bag around with me. Bear me a second. It's got all my
Okay.
supplies in it.
Okay. You got supply box.
Mhm. Yeah. Right. I wonder if I can flip the camera.
Yeah, just don't show us a bag filled with poop.
No, I won't. No, this is
Okay.
basically just my like supply bag. Um, I can't flip the camera, can I?
Maybe
Pardon.
I don't
I'll just turn the screen round.
yeah, that's all. Just
I'll
no
split
poop
the screen
bags.
round.
Just don't show
Okay.
poop bags. Okay.
Nothing with any poop in it.
Okay, good.
Roger that.
Okay.
Right. Here we go. Right. Stoma bags. These are like what you clip onto the base plate. The open, they're resealable, but they only last a couple of days. I don't know if you can see it all.
Yeah, I guess.
Hopefully you can.
Yep.
Right. Cream, because I'll get into that in a minute. Adhesive remover, obviously to help get everything off. And these are my base plates, which I have to cut to size. They go onto my skin this way. And the other side is the flange, where this clicks into that.
It clicks into that.
Yeah,
Okay, so basically
like
you have a bag
like that.
for your colostomy bags.
Yep,
Okay,
I
got it.
have to. Yeah,
Now, whenever you go places, do you bring that with you?
I'm supposed to, but I don't really need to.
Okay, so if you're to travel somewhere and a bag fills up with poop,
Yeah, I
how
need
do
to
you
find a
dispose
toilet
of it?
quick.
Do you just strain it out like a washcloth,
Yeah.
and then you just reattach it with the poop, or
No,
you?
I can leave it still attached. I just empty it from the bottom.
Oh, it's got like
Like
a quick drain.
it's got like is this going to show it? It's Velcro.
Okay.
This bit folds up. It's difficult to show you one handed,
Okay,
but
I
it's
see.
Velcro.
Okay.
There it's Yeah, it's got Velcro on it, so you can empty it, and every time it fills up, then off
Okay.
you go again.
All right. So when you fart, does it fill up the bag?
Oh yeah.
Can you now because when we fart, right, people with assholes, we kind of like lift up a leg. Do you like lift up your leg to fart, or does it just
No, it just fills up.
it
Just
just fill
turns into a balloon,
it? Oh,
like a
so it
fucking
just
helium balloon.
oh wow. See, okay, wow. So you still fart? So non asshole
Oh yeah,
and okay.
yeah.
Could you possibly go to fart and detach the bag and proceed to rip stomach, if you will, and then fart like in a certain direction,
No,
like putting your asshole on someone's face, but doing that with your hole in your stomach.
I could, in theory, if I didn't have my bag on.
Okay, so now if you were to take the bag off, right? You're in front of me to
Yeah,
take the bag off. Can I
yeah.
see inside of your body?
No, actually, saying that, I might have some photos.
No,
One if
wait,
you want to see it.
no, not now, not now, not now. I'm gonna
I'll
gag.
send it to you in WhatsApp
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I'd be very interested in that. So, okay, so
somewhere.
it's not. So, is it like an asshole on your stomach?
Kind of, in a way, yeah. But well, I don't know how to describe it. It's just red. When it's all clean and everything, when I'm changing it, it's just red, like
It,
a red bit of intestine sticking out.
so, could you touch it with your fingers?
Yeah.
Does it hurt?
Nope. Not the slightest.
See, I would think that would be prone to infection. No, because it's just exposed insides.
You'd think so, but no,
Really?
not. Yeah, no, that's resilient as shit. Literally.
Okay. So,
Because obviously, if you think about it, yeah, no,
do you ever have to um so you said that flange you called it like a hinge, right?
yeah.
So if okay, so every time, so what? Every day you put that thing on that the bag clicks on.
I change mine 3 times a week. So I'll normally do it like Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
And do you
And
go
then I'll leave it.
inside your skin to put the valve inside? Like, do you go in the hole, or does it just kind of
No,
suction onto
no,
the
just
skin?
basically it's because like on the base plates, on these, the adhesive, because I have to heat the adhesive up.
Right.
The adhesive is so strong, it can literally just hang there.
Oh.
And yeah, and
Have you ever
that's why I have to have this stuff, the
what
adhesive remover, to get it off.
now what is that? What is that, like a VG?
I don't know what it is, just some adhesive remover spray.
Okay.
Don't
Okay.
know, but it works because otherwise you just be ripping all your skin off
Okay. Okay.
because it
So
sticks so badly.
okay, and there is no way uh and there is no, you're saying there is a way to swap it back to where it's your booty hole, right? Instead of
Yeah,
okay. Do you get diarrhea?
yeah. Well, Crohn's, so yeah,
So that
quite
just
often.
have you ever, like, does it just happen? That I guess that's the question, is does it just, like, as you're just sitting there, like, I know when I have to shit, like, ooh, I got the bubble guts, I gotta sit on
Yeah,
the
got to
toilet.
go. Yeah,
Like with you with the bag, could you just be like watching a movie and all of a sudden you just hear it
yep.
just ripping
Well, if we're on
ass?
here long enough, I'm sure we're going to hear it. I've just
Oh,
eaten.
so it just makes the noise and it just sounds
Oh
like
yeah, and
someone
it'll fill
dropping
up, and
rocks
yeah,
in a puddle.
yeah,
Just
yeah, pretty
okay.
much.
Mm.
Yeah, it's great fun. And
And
if you open it
so
in a crowded room,
do you, and you've never been embarrassed about it, like having,
nah,
really?
nah, nah.
What about if you were to go to, say, a beach or a pool? Do you detach it for that, or is there a pool waterproof for that?
I haven't been swimming since I've had it done.
So,
Just
so what do they tell
wonder
you?
if
Like, is there an attachment to where you could close the valve and then go swimming?
I could, in theory, I could put like a plug in it.
A plug.
Sounds weird. Yeah, like basically, it looks almost like a tampon. You just
Nice.
ram into it,
You just
and it
jam it in
seals it
there,
up.
right?
Yep.
And then you just swim
Yeah.
it up. I mean, I guess
Yeah. but they
So
hurt.
is it never solid inside of the poop bag, or is it just wet?
Oh yeah, no, it can be. It can be.
Really?
Obviously, because of my Crohn's, yeah, it varies a lot, a hell of a lot. Because my Crohn's has never
Wow.
been, in remission or nothing, so it varies every single day,
So right now,
literally.
the colostomy, right, if you will. I don't know if there's a proper
Yep.
term for it. Is that what
No,
it's?
that is right. Yeah,
Is
colostomy. Yeah.
so
Yep.
so the colostomy right now is attached to what? The intestine?
Yes.
So what does your colon do?
Well, around it, colostomy is attached. Yes, attached to the intestine, going around the skin, around the outside of it.
Yeah.
I need to show you this. I'm just trying to find the photos.
Well, we should save that for another time. I don't need to really visualize it. It's just more of a question because the question I was leading up to is the actual colon itself, right, is no longer
Yeah.
used, right?
What? On my asshole?
Your asshole, your rectum, like it's not used for anything.
No.
So
No, not really.
they could just
It's more of a
sew up your
hindrance.
asshole, brand
Yeah.
it, cauterize it, and you'll be
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
why
But
do they leave
my
the
go
so
on. Sorry.
so why leave the colon in if it's no longer used?
I asked my surgeon that, and she said because I'm too young. Obviously, because if you seal it up, because you got your prostate in there, haven't you?
Right.
And she didn't want to seal it up because I'm too young. So
Okay.
that's why she's left that part of the intestine in there,
Right.
just in case I change my mind. But I'm not going to. So
So can you
yeah.
get different bags that are different colors? Like I've seen ones that are styled where there was a thing.
Um,
I was talking
you
about this.
can.
Yeah.
It's just a case of finding the ones which fit you and which work. Because
Like fit
I've
your
had
style or fit
absolutely
your flange?
fit your body more than anything. Because there's thousands,
Are there
and I've
extra
been
large
through.
bags? Because I feel like if
Yeah,
I
that's
have
what
it,
I've got.
I
That's
would
what I've
need the
got.
extra large bag because I poop a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. Like a lot. Yeah, mine
And
are
they
extra
probably
large.
like I would figure for a
Yeah.
smaller woman they would have an extra small bag. Like it's
Exactly.
like
Yeah.
a little dime bag
Yep.
for marijuana. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can even get the actual bags themselves so you can't empty them, which are just sealed. So as soon as you filled it up, you take it off and throw it away. But that's
It
a lot
doesn't
of
need to
work.
go in a special type of biohazard bag. You just throw it in the trash can. Just a,
You can just throw it in a trash can, but I've got like these black scented bags which I have to put all my stuff in just to
so
help.
when it fills up, does it smell the bag?
When it fills up or when I'm emptying it?
No, when it's like when it's attached and you just got done doing your poop session.
No,
Do you
no,
smell
you
it?
don't even notice.
You don't
Nope,
even know.
nope.
So you would have to
Obviously,
visually see the poop to know that
yep.
the bag, but those bags that you showed me doesn't appear that you could see poop through those bags.
You can't. You can get some which do have like windows on them, but luckily mine don't.
Windows.
Yeah, so you
On the
can see what's going on, so you
oh,
can check out your work. It's
he
good.
does have a great sense of humor for a guy that has a fucking hole in his body. See, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so at night, right? Like while you're just sleeping, could you just wake up and your bag be full of shit?
Yep,
So you have
very
no
often.
control of the poop going
No,
into the bag.
no. I might get a bit of a warning before it happens, but usually no.
What kind of warning? Like a burp?
Yeah, you just feel like you're a lot of pressure building up. You think, oh Christ, here we go. So you just have to prepare yourself, especially if you're out in public.
Right. Yeah.
It's
I
always
could.
great fun.
So you feel that if you were to go to a beach or something, you wouldn't at all be embarrassed to have a colostomy bag at all. Like to take a shirt off and walk around the beach would not phase you at all. Do you feel
No.
like you having it for so long has made you be like accept it, so to speak, versus somebody else that obviously
Um,
just got it.
I think the I think the trouble is I went so long for not being able to leave the house because obviously I was incontinent. I literally couldn't leave the house. So no, I went so many literally years and years. I just couldn't leave the house. Now I can.
Wow.
Love it. So I don't really care. You just get to the point of saying, oh, I just really don't give a shit. If I can get out, I'm getting out.
So the Crohn's disease, but see, my sister has Crohn's and colitis,
Yeah.
right? But
Oh, she's got both.
she's got both. And
Oh,
one of the treatments that they use in America is marijuana. That's one of the treatments.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
given the situation, you being in UK, that is not an option for treatment
No.
of Crohn's in your situation.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I, go on. Go on.
no, go ahead. Say what you're going to say. So, do you?
Instead of obviously that kind of treatment, yeah,
Yeah.
I have a biological therapy.
Which is what? What does that consist of?
It's called infliximab, which is like an infusion, like a drip into your arm. Which I've just had my latest dosage on Monday. Monday just passed.
What is that to
I
do? To
just
give you
restarted it on again. It's
antibodies?
to try. Yes, yeah, like a biological treatment, which is filled with antibodies and something else, something to do with an anti-inflammatory, and I don't know. It's really
So,
in depth.
and that's because of the colostomy bag or because of the Crohn's.
No, that's because the Crohn's.
Okay, so the colostomy bag, you having that hole in your stomach, you don't have to take any kind
Yeah,
of medicine like someone that would have to do dialysis if they had kidney issues. You don't have to
no,
nothing. Just the
not for that. No, no. The only problem I've got with my actual stoma itself is the skin around it
what happens to
because
that? It
I've got
starts to
these.
deteriorate.
Oh, it's all inflamed and red, where basically exactly where the base plate sits. It doesn't get enough oxygen to it, so it's just permanently red. It looks painful, but it's not. That's why I've got the cream for it, which I have to let soak in before I put my bag back on.
And I'm assuming that's usually people that would have that type of situation with the colostomy bag. It's a common thing. It's a common side effect.
It's very common, but my stoma nurses they hadn't really heard of it. But I saw a dermatologist and she had seen it a lot.
Wow, wow.
Yeah, which is yeah. But luckily I saw her because that was horrible.
What about like when you have okay, so you've had an asshole before, so you can relate. But
Yeah.
so when we get like acid, when you eat spicy foods and shit, does that affect the hole as well? Um,
It can aggravate it. Yeah. It's more of an if it gets on the skin around the stoma. The stoma itself, it can literally take anything, like just food wise and things like
when
that. It
when
wouldn't
you're
affect it.
saying when you're saying stoma, you're referencing the port, if you will. That
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
all right. So
Yeah.
that's what it's
Yeah.
called. Got it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just
Do
like the
you
skin around it, which is most delicate.
do you miss having an asshole?
Sometimes, yeah, because obviously with the way my Crohn's is at the moment, I can be up all night because it's just you never know. You can start getting settled, you lay down, oh, that's nice. Your bag fills up. So you got to get up, go to the toilet, and then go back into bed, lay back down. It does it again. It's, for Christ's sake. You just think it's just tedious sometimes.
So when you okay, all right, hold on. Let backtrack. You're saying that so with the bag, right? You find that you have to keep getting up to swap the bag out. Why can't you swap the bag out on the fly while you're laying down? Is it messy when you swap? Oh, it is. Oh, so it's not like
Oh,
I figured that
yes.
there would be like some type of quick valve that you would flip. It would shut it
No,
down and seal the bag, put a new one
no.
on, flip the lever. Now you got a new
No,
bag.
like I said, because my bags luckily are drainable, so I can drain them, empty them whenever they fill up. But it depends on the state of how things are. You might have to change it in the middle of the night,
So
and it's
how often do you change a bag a day? Like on regular?
oh,
What one time, three
three
times?
times a week. 3 times a week, I change it. But to empty it,
Yeah,
10 to 15 times.
a day.
Yeah, yep.
So when you
That's
had
all
your
down.
booty
That's all
hole,
down my Crohn's.
how many times did you poop a day?
Oh, fucking hell. 20 to 30.
Oh my god.
That's why I wanted to have it done. You can imagine what my ass was like sitting in this.
I can imagine. I can imagine.
Yeah,
Gaped, just wide open.
just red raw.
Your ass cheeks don't even touch anymore. You shit so much. So so have you ever had? Have you ever do they ever have faulty bags
Oh,
where
yep,
you go to put it on, you shitting, you're really letting one out, and then all of a sudden it doesn't hold anything. It just shits all over you.
pretty much.
Oh yeah.
You
What
can
do you
be
do?
laying there for oh yeah, you just lay in the middle of the night. What the fuck is that smell? And then, yep, you wake up, it's all over your stomach.
Oh
It's not
no.
fun. Oh yeah,
Oh.
that's a bad day
Oh, that
because
is
that is one hell of a
terrible.
cleanup operation. Yeah.
Do they make this is gonna sound weird, but do they make attachments, right? That essentially would be equivalent to attaching a hose. So we attach a hose to your stoma and it goes down your leg. And let's just say, you ever seen oxygen tanks? The
Yes.
so do they
Yeah.
make any attachments like that that could be a big bag, so you could go out traveling and then your shit just keeps being fed into the bag, like a poop
Not that
bag.
I'm aware of. No, that would be good though, wouldn't it? You would
It
never
would
have to
be good.
stop.
I feel like that is a very good market because you don't have
It
to worry
is
about
actually,
swapping out a
yeah,
bag. You just kind of, and then when you're done shitting, you detach it, leave it there, get another one, and walk around
yeah.
with it.
Fuck it.
So,
Yeah, I like it.
people carry
I
shit
think we
around
need to
all the
invent something
time,
there.
so I don't see why
Yeah. Oh
not. Okay,
yeah.
all right.
Fuck it. Why not? I
No,
like it.
so basically, so living with this colostomy bag, right? Uh how much has it thank you, Andy, for the donation. How much has it really affected, if at all, your sex life?
It hasn't.
No. S-
Nope.
So when you knock the boots, do you hear it squishing around?
No.
Have you
But that and
ever
then yeah,
shit
that's
while
the other
having
thing.
sex?
No, luckily no. But there's always a first.
I mean, I'd be very interested to hear that story because it's not very often where someone can say, you know what, I was knocking some serious boots and I just shit all over myself. So that would be like a camelback. Yeah, you know what a camelback is, right? It's the thing with the straws. If they could have that for your back with the poop, oh my god. So are you
That'd work.
subscribed to any type of colostomy forums, like where there's people that talk about?
NACC, I am actually, yeah.
Oh, you are.
I think
That's a
it's
thing.
National, yeah, National
Colostomy
Colostomy
Association.
Association, I think. Yeah. I don't go on there very often, but yeah, I am.
But your culture, your way of life has improved ever since going
Oh
to.
God, yeah. Yeah.
Would you
Tenfold.
recommend somebody to get a colostomy bag that doesn't have problems, that just doesn't want to poop anymore?
If you don't, no. If you don't have any problems, no.
So
Because
only
just
if you have issues. It's not an alternative to pooping, basically.
no. It's kind of as a last resort.
Last
Like
resort.
if you're having problems, go to a doctor.
Right.
I'd highly advise that first. But
I find it fascinating that
yeah,
if there was a way for you to essentially use your rectum again, you
yeah,
wouldn't want to do it because of the Crohn's disease, no matter what.
yeah, basically. Yeah. Because I'm 10 times happier now I've got the colostomy. Before I was miserable, really miserable.
Just because you had to shit all the time, not so much the
Yeah.
pain, just the pooping all the damn time.
It's a mixture. It's a mixture of everything. Because obviously with Crohn's you get sickness as well. So it's not good.
Yeah, I could
I'd
imagine.
rather, yeah.
So what about if you were to get like it's gonna sound like a weird question, but I'm just gonna fire off. Could you possibly get hemorrhoids in your stoma?
Not that I'm aware of. I no, I don't think so. You can, I tell you, you can actually get like skin tags. Do you know what I mean? Like
Like what
little.
fat people get. So I got one on my neck over here from being extra fat, right? So you're saying you get that on your fake asshole.
I did have one.
What'd you do? You left it?
Nope. Dental floss.
Oh yeah, you tie it
Tie
around,
it.
let blood
Yep.
flow, and cut it. Okay,
Yep.
okay. So
Yep.
old school way. I got it.
Yep.
Um,
Yep. Needs must. I couldn't get to the doctor, so
So
there
would
was a
you?
whole Rona thing going on.
Okay, so with when we poop, right? We know
Yeah.
that it's sometimes. Okay, this is gonna sound like almost repulsive, but I think it's a good question. Um, this might make people gag. It's gonna make me gag, but like sometimes you poop and you look in the toilet bowl and you're like you're super happy because it's a long, juicy log in a sense. Can you get those inside the bag? Like, does it look like a kibasi? You know what kibasi is?
No. It's more like cow shit, it's just there.
Oh shit! Oh god! Oh. Shit!
Oh, I
No.
can't breathe.
Oh. Dude, I'm gonna throw up. Listen. Oh god! Wait.
Oh, God, I'm crying.
Listen. Wait. Oh
Oh,
shit, dude! I got tears running down my face. Oh, it's making me fucking sweat. So you can't get like the big ones, like the loop around. I call them. No, no. Okay, so what about? Wait, wait. What
oh,
about? What? Oh
Jesus
God.
Christ.
Whew. What
Oh.
about? What about? What about like if you eat corn? Does the corn go in the poop in the colostomy bag, or does it separate? It
No,
does.
that's the same. Yeah, same as if you're sitting on the toilet.
So I'm sure that there's been people out there
Oh.
before that I'm sure there's been people out there that have always wondered the consistency of poop, right? So when it's in the bag, have you ever like squeezed it and mushed around a little bit to like feel
Oh,
how?
God, yeah, it's part of the fun. No, the only time you can play with shit and not get it all over your fingers.
Wait, so you actually like roll it between your fingers? And so you're like a toddler. So you're like a toddler that's playing with poop in a bag.
Yeah,
Okay.
like playing the Play-Doh. Oh.
Yo. Oh my god. But I can see how that would be helpful too, because you could be like, man, I could use some more roughage. Like these poops are hard.
It's also great for relieving stress.
Oh, I can
Like
imagine.
the
It's like
stress,
stress
the stress ball.
balls.
You just got a shit bag to squeeze instead.
Yo, oh my god. Oh shit. Okay, so is there ever have you ever gone days, right? Because sometimes when when you're pooping regular like a normal person, you could go
Yeah,
days without shitting. Same type of situation with the stoma. Then I take it that you could go. Obviously not you because you have the Crohn's and yours is a little bit different because usually people that get a
yeah,
colostomy bag have had colon cancer, right? That's usually why
yeah,
someone would get it. It wouldn't be
yeah.
because of Crohn's, right? It's not a major thing for Crohn patients.
Um, I think a lot of Crohn's patients do go for the same reasons as me, but
Really?
not
Okay.
normal. Yeah, but because they're just, or actually because obviously Crohn's is inflammatory. If because I've had a lot of strictures as well, I've had to have removed as well as cancer stingies.
So
But
so it, oh okay, go ahead.
yeah.
Finish.
No, go on. I forgot what I was going to say now. Anyway.
So with the Crohn's, right? This is
Yeah.
the one where I dated a girl that just had Crohn's. I think it was Crohn's. I
Mm.
know my sister's got both, but there is one of the two, either Crohn's or colitis, where what they'll do is certain parts of your intestines become unusable. So they'll
Yeah.
cut parts of that intestine out and then reconnect the healthy parts, so
That's
to speak.
that's exactly what I've had done.
Okay, so you've had that done already and
Yeah.
that didn't work.
Yeah.
And how long have you
It
been
got rid of the strictures. Sorry.
how long have you been diagnosed with Crohn's?
Since I was 18,
And you're how old now?
36.
So so 18 years you've had it. And
Yep.
you said 4 years ago you got the colostomy bag, so you went a total of
Yeah.
14 years.
Yeah.
14 years
Yeah.
with just pooping all the
Yeah.
time.
Yep. Between work and home, but
And before you
yeah.
had the colostomy bag, right? You were
Yeah.
shitting, you were saying 10, 20 times a day.
Easy. Easy.
Wow. And
Yeah.
when you got the
Yeah.
surgery to fix the intestines when they would cut parts of it out, did that
Yeah.
help with the pooping, or was that just something that needed to be done because it just
That
needs to
was
be done?
more something that needed to be done because otherwise I was going to die. It was getting. You saw that, do you remember that photo I sent in WhatsApp? That
Yes.
horrible looking thing that they cut
Yeah, it
out.
looked terrible. I thought it was
They were
like
both,
raw
yeah,
kabasi. It looked like raw
yeah.
kabasi.
That's all of them. What I've had cut out. That's what they look like.
Are
It's
you
just they get so.
are you
Ugh,
awake when they do this? Like when they
no,
no, you're knocked out.
no, no. I don't think I could deal with that.
So was the colostomy at a point where they were like, you know what, we can't do the cutting of the intestines anymore. We have to go the step further, right? Or was it more so just an option that was on the table for you that you said, I'm tired of getting the intestine. The colostomy bag is just going to fix that. So you don't have that problem where they cut the intestines anymore because of the colostomy bag, or do they still have to go in and do that surgery, given you still have the
They
stoma?
they will still have to do it if I get another stricture. Yeah, or any more. Because obviously I had my last cancer op, whatever it was. I can't remember what it was. Early September. Or sometime. Yeah, this year.
So
August,
so
September.
if you don't mind digging a little bit into that, the cancer situation, right?
Yeah,
Okay, so how many times have you been diagnosed with cancer?
3 times
What
in the
type of
last 10
cancer?
years.
What type of
Bowel
cancer?
cancer.
Which one?
Bowel cancer.
I don't hear what you're saying. Are you saying bell cancer?
Bowel.
Oh, bowel.
Intestinal.
Okay, so
Yeah.
is that related to the Crohn's disease? Can Crohn's cause
It's
cancer?
it's all linked. It can.
Really?
They say it can't, but it can. You're more susceptible to getting it because of the Crohn's. So obviously the Crohn's, IBD, colitis, it kills your immune system. So
Yeah, it's consistently
yeah,
fighting. I can imagine just
yeah, yeah,
consistently fighting,
yeah,
fighting, fighting.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
So being 36 years old, right?
yeah,
A cancer survivor, if you will.
yeah.
None of that scares you or frightens you in the slightest of death or what's to come or what's going to happen or
Um, no,
no.
no,
Wow.
no.
You're a strong man, Dan. You are.
You you get to the point where no, if you get through it once, great. The first time, yeah, I was petrified.
Sure.
But you get through that. Fair enough, it's a never-ending uphill battle, but you get through it first time, cool. Second time, brilliant. So I know I'll get through it again this time. It's just
So when you're doing
one of those things you have to deal with.
and every time the cancer has been diagnosed, has it been the same cancer each time?
Yep.
So it's basically going into remission for how long? How many times have you been diagnosed with cancer since you've had the Crohn's?
Since I've had the Crohn's, it's 3 times,
Well, I'm
and it's
sorry.
only
Let
been
me
since
rephrase
having the
let me
Crohn's.
rephrase the question. What is the time frame, right, from when first
Oh, so,
diagnosed?
right. 10 years.
So the first time you were diagnosed with Crohn's is the first time you were diagnosed with cancer simultaneously. Or
not simultaneously. In the last 10 years, I've had it 3 times.
okay, got it. And you've had it for 18 years,
But
got it. So
obviously, yeah,
got it,
yeah,
got it.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah,
So when you're doing the treatment for the cancers, right? What are you
yeah,
chemotherapy? Are you doing radiation?
yeah.
What you're doing both?
I've had both, but no, I've had both. But at the
Okay.
moment, just having chemo
And
in the
which
ass.
what would you say is harder to deal with, for anybody that God forbid, may have Crohn's that links to cancer? What would you say is the lesser of the two, the radiation or the chemotherapy? And did you do the chemotherapy with the pill or the IV?
Yeah, no, pill
Okay.
with the pill. Um, oh Christ, I'm just trying to think how long it went in for. Yeah. Pain wise, I would go with Crohn's just because it's.
Crohn's hurts more than cancer.
Oh
Really?
yeah, yeah. If you got it severe enough, yeah.
Where does when you had your earliest
From experience,
right, of course, of
from
course.
from my
Subjective,
experience,
of
yeah,
course. So
yeah,
when
yeah.
you started having the pain of the Crohn's, where did you notice, aside from the pooping all the time, where did you notice the pain?
My actually, it's near enough on the same side as where my stoma is now. So like lower left side of the
Oh,
stomach.
okay.
For some reason, I've always had pain. I've still got pain there now, but always on the lower left side.
Yeah, it's weird because and this is like
It's
WebMD in it, because sometimes I get this pain here
mm,
lower left side, and you saying that automatically my mind thinks, okay, you've got Crohn's. It's like when you
yeah,
got a
yeah,
rash,
yeah,
you look it up on WebMD and you're
yeah,
like, oh my god, I got skin cancer. You
yeah,
think the worst.
yeah.
But this area here, the left side, is a lot of where the intestines are and a lot of
Yeah,
food blockage. So you could have food blockage. He's not saying, for anybody in the chat that is watching this for
no,
educational, that you have Crohn's. It's just that I'm wondering. But so going into the cancer, you're saying that the Crohn's hurt more than the cancer
yeah,
did.
yeah,
Really?
yeah. It's
And
not good.
when they caught the cancer, the first, second, or third time, what was the latest stage that it was in?
Still stage one. Luckily,
Oh, that's
all
good.
3 times early.
That's good.
Because pain cancer and Crohn cancer is two different things. I don't know how to describe it. It's Crohn's is more non-stop debilitating, grinding you down kind of pain. But
Okay.
cancer's like someone twisting a knife in your stomach, but it's not all the time.
Okay, so you would
Does
say
that
that the
make any
Crohn,
sense?
so you're saying that the Crohn's was more of a dull, aching pain, and cancer was more of a piercing, sudden pain that would go away.
Yes,
Okay. Okay.
basically. The Crohn's is non-stop.
And
You know,
where are
it's
you at?
just
Where are you at now with cancer? The third time, no more cancer. You're all
yeah.
good to go. All cleaned up.
No, 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 not yet. Getting there,
So
but
you still have
no,
cancer
not yet.
as we speak right now.
Yeah, yep. Diagnosed. When was I first announced it? Was that March?
And how long does it take for you to beat the cancer, respectively, considering you've done it two times before? How long did that take?
Uh, last time it was only 6 months, but this time it seems to be longer. So I'm hoping next year, early next year. Fingers crossed.
And
Hopefully.
right now, are you going through chemotherapy, or are you going through a different type of chemotherapy?
No, I'm having both. The biological for the Crohn's and the chemo as well.
Wow.
Every other day for the chemo.
Do you feel that this is going to sound almost condescending, but I feel like you can be this way? Do you feel that you're a very strong individual for dealing with all of this?
Um,
Like, do you look at yourself and say, wow, you know what? Stubborn in a sense. Stubborn to
yeah,
where,
I'd say more stubborn. Yeah,
wow, wow.
you just have to get on with it. Yeah,
So death is no worry to you.
No,
Wow.
no. Maybe I do have it in the back of my mind, but it's not something I think about.
It may be your stubbornness too, that you don't want to give in. You don't want to.
I think it's more of refusal.
Sure. Yep,
Yeah,
denial, if
yeah,
you will. Yeah, like I'm not.
yeah,
It's not going to beat me. I got this shit.
yeah,
Good for you.
yeah.
Good. Has anybody else in your family got colostomy bags or Crohn's disease or
No, no. My dad's got he's always had really bad indigestion. I mean, really severe. But nobody. As far as I'm aware, nobody
so they
from the
don't link?
first.
Do they link it to genes then? So it's not genetic. It's just
No, I don't think it is. No, I mean, my granddad, who obviously passed away last year, he had motor neurons, but I don't really if that's genetic as well. I don't know.
wow.
It's just, I mean, I've got loads of other health problems as well as the Crohn's and cancer, and I mean,
What
I've got
other health problems
osteoporosis
do
as
you
well.
have? What else do you
I've
have?
got osteoporosis.
That's the bones.
Yep,
Bones degrading.
yep. I've got that in my hips and my knees and my back. It's worst in my hips. I found out in January 2017 because my GP sent me for a bone density scan because obviously all the years of steroids I've been given for the Crohn's, they didn't give me nothing to protect the bones, and then my bones are fucked.
So it's like the necessary of the two evils. You have one that's going to kill or help out
Yep, yep,
recovery while hurting other things that are.
yep.
But the osteoporosis you could survive with. It's just a matter of being weak.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, basically, yeah.
What
I
other
mean, I can,
problems?
uh, I don't know how to say this. I don't know if it's entropathic or enthropathic. It's either entropathic or enthropathic arthritis.
Is that linked to the osteoporosis?
That's linked to the Crohn's.
To the Crohn's?
Yeah, yeah.
What other
There's
problems?
so many things.
Hit me up, man. Touch base. Let me know what else you got.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I think that is actually the majority of it. Obviously, skin problems. I'm trying to think of all the drugs I take for it all.
Yeah, that was going to be my
I think
next
they're the
question.
major ones.
With all
Yeah,
the
go
with
for it.
all the things that you're diagnosed with, the Crohn's, the cancer, the osteoporosis, the arthritis, your cocktail of medications has to be quite exuberant. There has to be a
Oh, yeah.
lot of medicines that you take,
Yep.
which in turn I think would
Every
fuck your
day.
stomach up because of all the medications you're taking.
Yep. Well, this is my. Bear with me a second. I'm not going to flip over. This is my daily meds box.
That looks like a box that someone that does arts and crafts with
It
different
is.
trinkets to wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I take like between 15 or 20 pills a day just to function. Oh, sorry.
In the UK,
Right.
was in the UK. There, you don't have to pay for healthcare, right?
Right.
So it's kind of a
No.
guy sick in the UK versus here. Because here, he'd be homeless.
Well, I mean, you have Medicaid, you have different things, but so if you were to have private insurance, right, in the UK, do you feel that can you? First off, let me ask you this: can you have private health insurance in the UK?
Yeah.
So, do you feel that you would get better treatment having private health care versus the?
That's the thing. Because a lot of the same doctors do the NHS as they do for the private here.
So there's no
So
difference.
no. The only thing that might be different is time frame.
Yeah, I
Like
would
if
say
you had to
you
go
would
for a
get served quicker and helped quicker with
yeah, I
private
think so.
insurance.
I wouldn't know because I've never had
Right.
private healthcare, but apparently you do get seen quicker. But I don't know.
Well,
Not if
he's
you're seeing the same
still the same
doctors.
doctor.
But I mean,
Yeah, and they are.
But you pay nothing at all, right, for your medicine for nothing.
No,
that's
not for, well, not for mine because of the way I have to live. So no, I don't.
So
luckily.
anybody else that would live in UK that would be diagnosed with, we'll say, one of the few things that you have, to get the medicine for it, they would just go to the pharmacy and get the drugs and doesn't pay anything.
Depends. If they're still working full time, then they have to pay for it. But what you can do is you can get a prepaid certificate.
Mm-hmm.
So you can do it for like 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, and you don't have to pay for each individual item. But a lot of people, they have to pay for each item, which now I think is, Jesus Christ, is £8 per item.
Wow. But still much
Yeah,
different than it is here in America. I mean, you go to
yeah,
the doctor,
yeah, a
you
lot,
get with a bill.
hell of a lot. Yeah,
Say hi.
Yeah, it's terrible. Obviously, each side has got something negative. It's not that yours is perfect by any stretch of the means. Um,
yeah,
wow. Dan, I know how our relationship is. You being a hazer
yeah.
outside of being on this channel, but I, I knew a lot about you. But now that I know this much more, it's not that I want to give you sympathy because I can't. I can't relate to anything you have, but I can give you empathy. And I don't want to feel bad for you because I'm sure you don't want that.
No, 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 no.
I can't but help but feel some type of way that for someone to be diagnosed with so much negative shit and you to keep
Yeah,
pushing on, for lack of
yeah.
better
I know what you mean.
terms, you have a lot of intestinal fortitude, even though you have no intestines.
Yeah, yeah. Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Physically, he makes up for
Yeah,
it.
whatever you lack physically, intestinal fortitude, you make up for it emotionally. Very good job.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just, if anybody's got any questions for colostomy bags, we got a couple minutes
Yeah,
left.
fire them off.
Fire them
Fire them
off.
off.
Don't any
Yeah.
questions, because I asked him about the poops. I think it's so fascinating carrying around a bag of shit with you everywhere. And I think it's fascinating that it's just the way of life for you. It's just the way that it is.
Yeah.
And that
Yep.
nothing's going to change that. It's so fascinating.
Nope.
Does his doctor have a sense of humor?
Does your doctor, do they make jokes about it when you go to the doctor? Like, do they say, oh, shitty time now?
Like, yeah, yeah, they can do,
Yeah?
yeah. Yeah. Well, you got to have a sense of humour if you're dealing with it all day, especially like the stoma nurses. They're brilliant
That's
because that's all they deal with. So you got to have a sense of humour, otherwise,
I've got a question.
what's the
So
point?
the stoma area where the hole is it sensitive
Yeah.
to the touch? Like if you touch it, is it sore? Does it just feel
Um,
like an orifice, like your nose? Or
you can't really feel much, to be honest. I don't know how to describe it. No, don't really feel much of anything.
no, huh?
No, I mean the skin around it is worse because my skin is fucked up.
So have
But
you
no, you can't. Go
someone
on, sorry.
someone just asked in chat, have you ever busted one on accident while it had poop in it?
Oh Christ. Yes, actually, where it got to the point where it was so full,
Wow.
it had no more room to go. So it quite literally flew off.
Oh no. The
Oh
valve
yeah.
popped. Oh no. You said
Laying down on bed as well.
and it just popped off and sprayed around like
Oh
a
yeah,
hose.
sort of.
Wow. Wow.
Like a fucking water pistol, but
I
shit.
feel wow. If I feel like if I was in a predicament like that, I was going somewhere in the bag. But you don't even know if the bag is filling up. Like they should put like a battery or something so it beeps because you don't, if you're out and about, you don't really know, I
No,
guess
that's
just
true.
go
Well, it all
somewhere.
depends.
What?
Sometimes you can feel it. Majority of the time you can't.
So you said at the bottom of the bag is a Velcro, right? Can't you just go like
Yeah,
in the woods somewhere, open it up and dump it out
yeah,
and seal it back up?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I feel like you could. I mean, it's just
There's a bit of a
cool.
clean up operation afterwards, but nothing. You have to sit there with like wiping your ass all the time or anything like that. It's just no, you just
Yeah, so you don't
dump it
even
out.
get swamp ass.
Nope.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's almost
I don't miss that.
a welcoming party for me to get a colostomy bag, because swamp ass I get all the time, and you might get swamp stomach.
Oh shit.
So you use a lot of baby wipes.
Yeah, but luckily not on my ass.
That's nice. That's super nice.
Yeah. Yeah. That's one good positive.
Blind man Drew asked, do you have trouble absorbing certain nutritional things, vitamins?
Haha, yeah.
You do.
That's another thing. That's another big thing. I have a very high, I don't know, it's intolerance or tolerance to bile salts. If that makes any sense.
Okay.
So basically, when I do, my stomach does function, I'm basically shitting a lot of stomach acid, which is why it can burn the skin, which is why my skin is the way it is.
Oh.
Mm.
So what do you take to counter that?
I'm supposed to be having something to slow down my digestive system, but I don't.
Wait, so
Because
that
I am,
you're supposed to be taking something to slow it
I'm
down?
supposed to, yeah, slow down my digestive system so that my body has more chance to get the nutrients out of it. But the thing they wanted me to take, I wasn't allowed to take it 2 hours before or after any other medication,
Wow.
which with my Crohn's is impossible.
Wow, that sucks. So you just kind of deal with
So
it.
yeah, well,
Um,
it's been this way forever. So
do you ever have to degas your bag even though it's not full?
degas it, yeah, it just fills
How
up with
bad
wind.
does it smell? Like, is there
I can
sometimes when
fl-
you degas and it doesn't smell at all? Like sometimes we fart and nothing happens. Like it's just air, right? But sometimes we rip ass. You don't miss that farting out of your ass and getting some of that feeling, like where it makes your knees go numb. I love that. I mean, there's sometimes when I'll rip ass and I'll fucking feel it in my toes. Like, God, oh, that felt good. To not have that anymore, I don't know. Like, but you don't have swamp ass, so it's like you traded one for the other. So have you ever like degassed it, like popped off the valve and oh shit, like
Yeah, every
oh
day.
yeah,
Yeah,
and you
got to
just
be done.
do you have a certain room in the house that you do it in, or do you just like do it in
It
the
depends.
bathroom?
It depends where I am. If I'm, in the room with the missus, wherever, I do it deliberately.
Oh, you do it on purpose. So
Yeah,
um, that's nice. So when you
just to gross her
shower,
out.
do you leave the bag on there or do you take it off?
No, I'll leave it on
Why?
in case it starts functioning while I'm in the shower and I haven't got it on. Because that's another mess
But
you don't
don't
want to
you have
have.
to clean? But I would think that it would be okay because you're cleaning it, like as you're, like can you put normal soap on it? Like if you detach
Yeah,
it, can you just take regular soap?
well,
And
with me, no, because I've got skin problems. But anybody else, yeah, you could do.
because the way I look at it is just like exposed, like a prolapsed asshole, just like a piece of
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's basically exactly what it looks
yeah.
like. Yeah,
And I feel like you
yeah.
shouldn't touch that. But I'm not gonna lie to you, Dan. Whenever you come to a bash, you're gonna have to tell me, Jay, it's all cleaned up. It's all cleaned up. It's all good. I'm gonna come into that bathroom and I'm gonna finger the fucking shit out of the stone. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna flick it. I'm gonna tickle it a little bit. I might sniff it. Just do not rip ass in my fucking face, because I will
I
fuck you
can't
up and
make
give
any
you another stone.
promises.
We can't control it.
He can't control it, so he's just gonna shit on my face while I'm smelling it. I'm be like, "What's this about?"
I'm not gonna lie, it's probably
Whoops.
gonna happen.
I don't know. You are a fantastic sport about it, Dan. You really are. Um, I would definitely 100% want to at least touch it because I just feel like it's like the insides. I so like if you were to get so colonoscopy, right, where they're going through the rectum, do they just do they just go through that hole already? Does it hurt? Oh, it does.
Oh yeah. Well, I had my first one since having the stoma done, beginning of last year. And normally the one they use is, I don't know, nearly an inch thick.
Yeah.
They said they had to use a little tiny child's one, thickness.
Okay.
Fuck. I've had so many colonoscopies, it's obviously because of my Crohn's, but that was certainly a different experience.
Yeah, you know, when I've had 2 colonoscopies, and I can tell
Yeah.
I didn't feel that they were painful. Maybe because I poop a lot and my asshole's numb. But I didn't. I'm not gonna lie to you. The hardest medical procedure I've had surgeries on, nothing like what you've had. But so the hardest one for me was an endoscopy because the gag.
Oh, down the throat. Oh God, yes.
Yo.
Fuck.
I would rather you go in through my asshole and come out of my throat rather than the other way. Because that shit, once it...
Did they give you the things to bite down onto as well?
Yeah. Yo. And then they spray the back of your tongue so you don't gag, but it doesn't work.
Yeah.
It doesn't
work.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't do a thing.
They're just jamming it down your fucking
You're ramming it right the way down your throat. No, that's my lung, fuckhead. Try going in the intestine instead.
And you're wide awake. It's not even like you're sleeping, like you're awake. I think it's
when I had my last endoscopy done, when I went back to the ward, the nurse turned around and said, he didn't even close his eyes. How the fuck am I supposed to close my eyes when you're ramming that fucking great hose down your throat?
Oh my God.
Like, fuck off.
Yeah, it is. It is
close his
terrible. It is a terrible, terrible feeling.
I fucking hate having that done.
I would rather, honestly, you make a tracheotomy, put a hole here and just go down.
Yeah,
this whole shit down the throat, nope. And then and it's not even like it's quick. It's like they keep it there.
No, they've got 20 minutes, 30 minutes, isn't they? Just non-stop.
Oh my God. You didn't see what you needed to see. Can you get the fuck out? Like, oh, shit. Such a terrible, terrible procedure. Dan,
I don't know what's worse.
I really, really want to thank you, Dan, for coming on.
That's all right.
Experience, brother. It was a good time.
I'm sure I'll do it again.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure we will. Absolutely fascinating. Thank you again, Dan. Thank you, everybody, for showing up.
Anytime, brother.
Hopefully you guys had a good show. Dan, I'll talk to you afterwards. You guys.
All right, brother. See you later, guys.
All right.